So part of what Brenda just said about giving kind of everybody a job in our companies, we got a lot to do now. We're going to have to go back and find our care chaplains and find our people that can go forward in counseling and the people who might be able to do C4. So we've got a lot of people to look for. But I think, and especially because one of the biggest promises we heard this weekend is that Warrior Works is going to make us sustainable. That one day the fundraising will end, right? And that everybody's like, that's good, right? Because we're tired of trying to find the $10 to be able to borrow to pay the $10 over here. And that's going to be amazing, but that's not now. That's not what's happening right now in Warrior Family, that we have that sustainability to be able to market ourselves to where that we don't have to raise money. We're currently in the raise money phase. And the least attractive part of raising money is a general fund, right? Nobody wants to give to a general fund. Everybody wants to buy the baby diapers. Everybody wants to get the disaster supplies because they have something that they can say. And a general fund is not as romantic, I guess you could say. It's not as appealing to be able to say, well, I'm helping them keep their lights on. Our dues don't do that for us. They don't keep our lights on. Our dues as chaplains do not make enough money to help Warrior Family do just what it does for us chaplains, not counting what it does for all of our ministries. And I've never been a part of a nonprofit, and I've been a part of some pretty successful nonprofits where the people in that organization were not asked to contribute to that organization. Earl had a great thing when he said, give us $10 a month. Make this pledge to give $10 a month. And that is so very vital. When you're asked to go out in your community and say what Warrior Family does, when you can be the one that says, I stand for this because I give to this, because I believe in this, there's a little bit more oomph in your plan. So the churches that we see that can't keep their lights on, it's because there's a problem with understanding tithing in that church, right? There's a problem with understanding generosity. And I'm from a small community that has 100 churches in one county. And 70% of them are right there. They can't keep the lights on because they don't understand that God set up this whole thing, the tithe. That's how his church is going to succeed and prosper. I mean, he did it that way, not just because he was he's a great mathematician, but not just because he figured out that if he had 10% of your stuff, that would be enough. He did it as a model for us on how we are self-supporting and how we prosper and then how we can bless others. So this is our church, y'all. This is our church. And when Giving Tuesday comes, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, and everybody is wanting to make those year-end donations, and everybody is looking at they're raising money for this animal shelter, they're raising money for this. Please make Warrior Family what you toot this year. Make Warrior Family the one you say, I believe in this and I want you to believe in it. People are looking to do their year-end donations. There are people who are not the gabillionaires who still want to be generous with their money and they want to put it into something that they believe in. There are people in my community who would like nothing more than the opportunity to go visit somebody in the hospital, but guess what? They're not able. They're not able to go see their friends that are in the nursing home right now, and they'll donate to somebody that they know is doing that for them, right? Then there's other people who are the gabillionaires. They have lots of money. They've worked hard their whole life to do it. And they want to give their money into something that they can drive by and say, see that chaplain center right there? I get to support that, and my hard-earned money goes to saving marriages through that center right there. And they look and they say, I was a vet. I served for years. I was in Vietnam, and me and my brothers, we hurt over there. And this place over here, C4, that's exactly who they're going after, so that the brothers that even came after me, they don't hurt like I did. So people are looking for the passion that we have to be able to put in their own life through contributing to us. So as you look in your company for those people that are great at everything else, look for the one person who can get money. And look for the one person who can talk with pride about our organization and who's not afraid to say, have you thought about us as a mission? Have you thought about us as one of your local missions or your global missions or one of whatever we're going to do? The time to start thinking about this is like now, before the deployment happens. And we recently structured virtual company into three kind of things, and we asked people what would they want to do if there was a disaster today. And there's a few of us that want to be deployed, and we're like, sign me up. I'm watching the news. Tracy, please call me. And so there's those people. Then there's the people that want to do rear deployment, and they want to help us get our stuff together, and they want to help us get planned out. And then there's the people that want to do intercessory prayer. And so I was like, well, let's apply this to today. The people who want to be deployed, what are you doing to be trained? What are you doing to get your stuff ready? What are you doing today to plan for that time? The people who are in rear deployment, who would you ask for stuff? Go make that connection today and tell them, there's a time that's going to come when I'm going to need to send this person. How can you help me plan for this? Start making those connections with the churches or with the businesses that might be able to support us. And then we also started an intercessory prayer team that's just for virtual company that meets once a week. So all of our prayer requests go to them, and they're meeting once a week to do that. And so the time to plan is now, and really keeping our lights on is our responsibility, y'all. We have people that work for us every single day that we forget about from meeting to meeting, or that we rely on and we depend on for things that, you know, we're not doing that they're doing every day. And this should be a very richly rewarded position that these people hold. And they shouldn't be in fear of, like, how's this going to make it? We should be there with them making it. So